The Wheel of Time had a few goes at the whole adaptation game, with a flurry of close calls and attempts that died before they could make production. Finally, just this past year, Robert Jordan's high fantasy series received the adaptation that its fans have so desperately longed for when Amazon picked it up and gave it the chance it deserved. When its first season came to a close, speculation began immediately on a potential season 2. In today's video, we're going to be running through all of the super important details fans need to know for season 2, so don't go anywhere. First up, early renewal. Many fans are left anxious throughout watching a show, as they are unsure of whether or not it will actually be renewed for further seasons. No one on Earth wants to go through that sensation of never having your questions answered and never getting a chance to bid a real farewell to beloved characters. Fortunately for fans of The Wheel of Time, this wasn't something that we had to worry about at all for the entirety of the first season, because the show was actually renewed for a second season super early, way before the first season had even aired. To be precise, the chiefs at Amazon gave The Wheel of Time an official renewal all the way back in May of 2021, which was right after production of season 1 ended, suggesting that they were extremely happy with the way filming went and had the confidence to commit to future installments of the project well in advance of giving the public a taste. Vernon Sanders, who is the head of global TV at Amazon Studios, gave an interview to TV Line just before the season 1 finale of Time aired, in which he discussed the network's decision to renew the show an entire 6 months before its debut. Sanders pointed to the level of craftsmanship on display during the production process, as well as conversations with showrunner Rafe Judkins about the potential of future seasons, as the primary reasons for the network's incredible belief in the project. It would appear that this faith has paid off big time so far, as The Wheel of Time became the most viewed show on all of Amazon Prime Video in 2021, which will certainly bode well for season 2 and potentially another renewal for a third season. It will also be interesting to see if Amazon is as quick to announce season 3 as they were with announcing season 2, as this may give an indication as to how well the production process goes for the second season. Next, when will we get it? The next question fans have whenever a show is officially renewed for an upcoming season is obvious. When will they get to see the new season? We can be an incredibly impatient bunch at times, and when it comes to attaining information on when we will get the latest fix on our favorite TV show, people become borderline obsessive. Sadly, as it stands, we do not have a concrete timescale of when we can expect season 2 of The Wheel of Time. No date has been given, and there isn't a general window that we can expect to see the show return within either. For obvious reasons, the producers have remained tight-lipped over this important detail, and though they no doubt have a target date for season 2's debut, the fact of the matter is that the season is still in production, so a whole host of issues could arise that would delay things. This means that giving out a concrete date right now could easily lead to disappointment for fans in the long run. Something that we can be excited about, however, is the fact that filming has already been underway for quite a while now. As we mentioned before, Amazon renewed the show for a second season all the way back in May of last year, and this meant that they were able to begin work on season 2 as early as July of the same year, only a couple months after finishing up the first season. In November, Amazon provided a further update on the series, noting that season 2 was about halfway through shooting, whilst the first season was making its long-awaited debut. We heard even more in December, as Vernon Sanders spoke about having seen various cuts from the first episode of season 2, commenting that he cannot wait for the audience to see what we have in store, suggesting that by and large, things are going rather well. Many fans of fantasy are aware that Amazon is set to release a Lord of the Rings series in late 2022, and when asked whether this will influence the eventual release of Time Season 2, Sanders went on to note that Amazon will be really thoughtful with how they release their shows, suggesting that they might want to avoid potentially damaging the success of Time by releasing it close to a property as huge as Lord of the Rings. Some estimates suggest that we could be looking at either a spring or summer 2022 release, and given how long the show has already been in production, neither of those seem impossible. Moving on, the returning cast. One of the key components in what made season 1 of The Wheel of Time so very good was the all-around excellent acting from a very talented cast of actors who played a very interesting set of characters. Many fantasy stories, whilst being set in amazing and creative worlds that capture imaginations, rely upon crafting compelling characters to truly capture an audience's attention, hook them in. It's a lot easier for someone to become emotionally invested in a great character than a new world completely alien to them, and for this reason, it's obviously important that as many of the cast members from season 1 return as possible. Fortunately, one thing working in Time's favor is that with it being renewed so early, production on season 2 began quickly after season 1 was completed, and this means that there is a very high amount of cast retention. For obvious reasons, it's a lot more difficult getting actors back for a show that shoots every couple years. Rosamund Pike, the lead actress on Time and the woman behind Moiraine Damodred, will be reprising her role with essentially all other major cast members, such as Dan Henney as Lan Mandragoran, Zoe Robbins as Nainave Almira, Madeline Madden as Egwene Alvir, and Marcus Rutherford as Perrin Ibarra, among others. The only cast member that we know for sure won't be returning is Barney Harris, who played Matt Cawthon through season 1. There was actually a lot of speculation around Harris's departure from the show, with some suggesting that he had received an offer to star in another project or that the showrunners simply were unhappy with his acting. Though the strongest theory at the moment is that he was let go because he refused to get vaccinated for COVID-19. Obviously, these are just rumors and should be treated as such. But what's fact is that he won't be in season 2, and instead, Cawthon will now be played by Donald Finn of The Witcher fame. And the new cast. While it is obviously important that the Wheel of Time keeps hold of the actors who portray the great characters that the show has already established in season 1, another very important matter is bringing in new cast members to play new characters that will further enhance the show in season 2. After all, it is important that things are kept fresh, and there's no better way to freshen up a story than by adding new characters to the mix, and early reports indicate that Wheel of Time will be doing so in abundance. The first big name added to the cast is British actress Sierra Coveney, whose biggest project before this was the title character in the short film The Amazing World of Emma, so taking the step to a high-budget Amazon production is definitely quite the milestone for Coveney. It has been confirmed that she shall be playing the Lady Elaine Trakand, the daughter heir of Andor. I won't go into too much detail because all we really know about her is information from the books, and delving into that would be spoiler territory. But showrunner Rafe Judkins has gone on record to claim that Elaine is one of his favorite characters in the entire book series, suggesting that she'll play a rather pivotal role in the TV series. Mira Sael, who has appeared in a dizzying variety of works such as Doctor Strange, Doctor Who, Broadchurch, and Horrible Histories, has also been confirmed as a new cast member, though her role in the upcoming season remains unconfirmed. Sael is extremely well known as a comedian and has even been awarded various honors for services to the art of comedy, so perhaps we can expect her to fill her role as a more comedic and lighthearted character. But she absolutely has the versatility to play a serious role, meaning that we can't be too sure. The final major addition comes in the form of Peaky Blinders' Natasha O'Keefe, who has played Lizzie Shelburne in the aforementioned BBC series, as well as popping up in shows like Misfits and Jekyll and Hyde. As with Sael, we are unsure of what exactly her character will be in season 2, but we're excited to see what she brings. And that's everything. Are you excited for season 2? Do you have any predictions? Let us know down in the comments. Until next time, we'll see you soon.